Meantime, President Trump continuing to tweet this morning about GM as he urges the automaker to reopen its Lordstown, Ohio plant. This morning tweeting, General Motors and the UAW are going to start talks in September, October. Why wait? Start them now. I want jobs to stay in the USA and want Lordstown, Ohio, and one of the best economies of our history, opened or sold to a company who will open it fast. Car companies are all coming back to the U.S., so is everyone else. We now have the best economy in the world, the envy of all. Get that big, beautiful plant in Ohio open now. Close a plant in China or Mexico where you invested so heavily pre-Trump, but not in the USA. Bring jobs home. Always fun to read the Trump tweets. Guys, Lordstown, Ohio, population 3,000. It's in the northeast part of the state, sort of like Cleveland, Akron region. And while the unemployment rate over the last, few years has improved in Trumbull County, which is where it is in Ohio, it's still 7.7%. As you can see, the tick up there. So elevated. And in Lordstown in particular, this town is built around the GM plant. So obviously a devastating local story, but in the broader picture, this is part of the 5 North American plants that GM is closing. Americans are choosing SUVs over sedans. There are just pure economics that are behind this decision as well, which are part of the story, which, the president seems to be ignoring.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a pure bet on compact cars, and it's probably nobody would want to buy this plant, obviously, or make use of it at this point. So, obviously a gesture in the direction of, look, we think we've done what we were supposed to do to get manufacturing to be more economical here. We did the deal with USMCA, which ironically maybe is not going to lead to a catalyst to have plants come back here. So.
Well, and a lot of discussion about the circular nature of some of these policies. His tweet about keeping plants open is something you could arguably see from Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, someone on the far left.
It's not very capitalistic.
Right.
But, keep in mind, Ohio is a key state for him. It was in the last election. It will be in 2020. He's there today. He was in Youngstown, which is the bigger town closer to Lordstown, during 2017 saying, don't leave, we are going to get these auto plants open and keep these auto jobs. So this is one of his, campaign promises. It's also an example, I think, of when President Trump remembers his base, remembers his promises, and keeps politics maybe ahead of the economic decisions. Remember Gary Cohn, his former economic advisor, told Freakonomics last week that he was trying to convince Trump that there are way more jobs in solar panel, 350,000 of them versus 50,000 in the coal industry, and yet Trump instead sided with the coal industry, put tariffs on the solar industry, and it's all about West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania.